So today, guys, we're going to be taking a look at a mod that really changes the physics of Minecraft, as you guys are about to see here when these explosions go off. Seriously, how cool is that? All those blocks flying around there. And, you know, once it's done as well, you can see here we've got all of this rubble. Now, there is so much to have a look at in this mod, and it's a really simple mod, but it actually adds quite a lot to the game, like a surprising amount. Now, as you can see, this rubble does eventually disappear, because otherwise you just get crazy amounts of lag. But some other things to note about this game are, if we were to take out a block like here, everything above it will crumble. It is simulating real life physics in Minecraft, and there go those particles. Now, everything you're seeing here is pretty much customizable as well, so you can actually have the particles remaining forever if you would like to do that. You can change whether or not physics will affect things like this, where they collapse and fall like they did there. So we're gonna have a look at some of those options and what this mod is all about. So one of the coolest things about this mod is when you're mining, you can see here the way that these blocks will crumble, and they kind of interact with each other, even if they are different. As you see here, all the different ores, they still kind of bunch up with each other and interact and stuff. You kind of have to go and dig in there to get your stuff, and you get this wonderful colorful mess. And there we go, we've got some advancements there as well. As I said, these will eventually decay and go away, but I do love the way that the blocks sort of interact with each other like that, and as soon as you break them, they crumble. It's just a little bit more realistic, and really I guess that's what this mod aims to do, is to add a bit more realism to your Minecraft game. Now, this doesn't just work on blocks, this will also work on mobs. As you see here, when you slice the sheep, it's a little bit grim, isn't it? It sort of slices it into a million different pieces there, and all the limbs go flying, and there's blood and stuff. I mean, again, this is something you can turn off if you just find this a bit too distressing, and honestly, I wouldn't mind if you did. I think, you know, it's a little bit not nice, but it is kind of funny as well. So it works with these mobs, and it will also work with these mobs as well. If we can kill this guy before he kills us, there we go. You see, shatters into a million pieces. There's a creeper here as well. Let's see if we can get the creeper to do it with another hit there. There we go. So maybe there is some satisfaction in that. You know, you just had a creeper blow you up. At least when you go back and kill it, well, I guess not that one because it'd be blown up. Okay, well, when you kill another one, at least it will be in a million pieces. That's satisfying, right? So one thing this does mean is that when you go mining, things are going to be very different. By just breaking one block there, you can see all the way up there, these blocks are starting to break and crumble and tumble down. Now, it does mean you're able to get quite a lot of stone and other resources like that, as you can see here, but it is a bit precarious. So you can walk through these blocks that are breaking, and if we just go underneath here like this, and we stand under here, I'm not actually going to take damage from it, because the blocks are technically already broken. You get this weird visual thing as you're looking up there, as all these blocks will break, but you do have some options. So what you can do is go into your options and physics options, and here you can change just about everything, even mob blood. You can choose whether or not there's blood, but you could just simply turn block physics off for your mining if you felt like this was too difficult. But you can change, you know, here you can see you've got the collapse limits, right? So if I put that way down to like 10 instead, you can see here these have gone all the way up. If I take out this block right here, you'll see now the collapse limit, when it goes up, only goes up those 10 blocks, right? So you could turn that even lower down if you wanted to. I mean, it just depends what you want to use it for, but it does at least simulate some more interesting physics, although, like I just did there, you can sometimes get a little bit lost when you're mining. So I guess be careful with that, but of course you can play around with these options, and if you're struggling with a bit of lag, because sometimes lag might be an issue with this mob, because it is a little bit intensive, you can turn a lot of things down in here, and that should sort that out. So one other cool thing you can do, if you press escape, go into options and physics options here, you can choose the different size of the objects, right? The scale of them. So if you put that way up, what that means is when you break a block here, oh boy, okay, let's run back here a little bit. Yeah, so I was a little bit too close there. Now this is something you can kind of have some fun with. Like, for example, one thing you might want to do is, if we go back into the options, the physics options here, so when we got the scale like that, you can also have their lifetime, right? So lifetime of 100, I believe, is 100%. So what that means is, if we come and do this again, we'll do it like right here, and then get out the way again. Oh my goodness. You can have like these boulders and things that fall down, and as you can see, obviously they're huge because we turned the scale way up, and they will, I believe, stay here, right? I don't think they're ever going to despawn. So let me watch this for like a minute or so and just see if that is the case. So yeah, they haven't despawned at all, and this actually got me thinking about something. If we go back into the physics options here, let's put the scale back down to something a bit more sensible, and let's put the lifetime like just down really low, just to do a test here. If I break this, these little blocks here, which will then despawn in a moment, I wonder if these will despawn or not, because what you could do is just turn it off when you wanted to create something like this, maybe, you know, if you were doing this for like an aesthetic in the game of like a quarry or something like that. Yeah, there we go. These have disappeared. These are still here. So you can actually do that just to create like a new aesthetic within your game. So today was just a very quick look at this new physics mod to see the different things that you can do with it. And it's quite fun. I do love the explosions. I think perhaps the explosions are the best thing about this. Although seeing the mobs slice into a million pieces, I don't know if that makes me a bit of a psychopath, but I thought that was kind of fun too. So I hope you liked today's episode, guys. If you did, please do consider dropping a like and subscribing. It really is greatly appreciated. But for now, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. If you have a mod you'd like me to do a review on or take a look at, why not let me know down in the comment section, and perhaps I'll review it in an upcoming episode.